Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Seercast. In today's special, you know what really grinds my gears edition of the Seercast? We have Runic.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Hi everyone.
Well done. Geena?
No idea.
Okay, you know what? We missed the gold shield key again. Guys!
Fang?
Howdy.
Kitten?
Baby Frost Dragon looks soggy and unhappy. You monster.
Thorlah?
This is you.
I'm no Nave, but I feel like something's off here.
Orange?
Hello?
Lime?
Brains!
And
Hey.
Walter and possibly Habblet are in the chat. I think Habblet buggered off though. But yeah, so as our title may suggest,
We have a bone to pick with this.
we have quite a few things to say about several of the things upcoming in this podcast. We're going to be talking about the recent Dungeoneering update, rework, rewards, tokens, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it, but
LOL DG is
yes,
what we call
that is
Yeah,
pretty
we
much
know.
it.
Yep.
LOL DG to become even lollier.
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
And we're going to mention the third elf design doc, as well as the June BTS. And
a healthy dose of, rant.
yes, there will
You know what
be a
really
healthy
grinds my
dose of
gears?
that.
I'm releasing the BTS so early. No
It is
time
nice-
to speculate.
Well,
man.
it gave us a reason to do this podcast.
That's
Well,
true.
we would have done this podcast anyway, because it's on the 1st. Unless they released it late. But they've been doing so many Monday updates that... Anyways, what?
What?
Hey, that's always their excuse. It's a bank holiday to get.
Oh, bank holiday.
BTS.
Oh wait, is there a
apparently
bank
that-
holiday this week?
I don't know.
Thank
I was
God.
kidding. No, because we're getting
Yeah.
Mighty Falls tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Yay.
West,
But-
got it, West.
In before delayed.
Anyway.
And before
Ever.
my rage. Anyways, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started with the Dungeoneering Ninja Spotlight, I guess is what they called it.
Mario. Woo!
They added a chaotic spear, which I quote this from the thread.
It's pointless. Except for one.
Lime.
Lime,
Lime.
I already
Please.
told you
No.
about that pun.
It is a level 80 weapon that requires a Zamorak spear and 10 chaotic spikes, totaling 200k tokens. And the spear loses the prayer bonus that the Zamorak spear had, and is, quote-unquote, perfect for all of the bosses named Corporal Beast that have 3 to 4 years out-of-date drop tables. Thank you,
Yes.
Walter.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I thought they need to nerf Corp even more, so here's a new level 80 spear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Walter just raged about everything. Like,
Yeah, there was quite a bit of Walter rage in this thread.
It was
Yeah.
justified.
It is justified though. I don't disagree with any of it. There's a lot of kind of silly things. They also quote unquote fixed Hex, but they didn't really fix Hex because it's still worse than all of the other level 99 bows.
They are working on it again though. They're considering adding a % damage buff to it.
I again quote directly from the thread. The ninja team says they aren't done with it yet, likely because they realize that their fix didn't fix anything.
Lovely.
Oh,
Basically,
well done. Not only that, but it boosts its damage by 0.
Yeah. It's
still
because the
have
boosted
keepsake.
damage is irrelevant for abilities.
Exactly.
And because
Only good.
because everyone uses auto attacks.
Everybody.
good with
Oh.
momentum.
Well, everybody
Okay,
does use auto attacks.
No, they're preparing for Legacy mode.
Oh yeah.
Don't even get me started
that's-
on that. We already did an entire podcast on that. We're not doing another one yet.
Yeah, we'll probably end up doing one after its release and just be called the podcast of endless rage.
Yeah, more or less.
Or we'll just ignore it.
Or we'll just ignore it. I vote we ignore it.
We'll make it a sequel to this one. Instead of a podcast that grinds my gears, the podcast that smashed my gears.
Yeah, fair enough.
And my
Alright. They also changed the way that amulets work. The Dungeoneering amulets. There's still the chaotic, or the arcane stream. It just now costs 4 times more than it used to.
100,000 tokens. And you have to use one of the God Wars dungeons.
Yeah.
Yep.
The old ones remain the same though. If you already had one, there's no change, right?
And
you don't have
no,
to buy it again.
I still have my Arcane Stream. They also added
Kinda wish
30
I bought one.
melee and range amulets.
I do like that they added the melee and range ones, but
Yeah.
Just there was no reason to bump it up so expensive.
or at least give us warning that you're going to do that, or I don't know. Like,
Am I the only one here who's saying, lol, get 115 dungeon, you won't be complaining about tokens?
Let's
Well,
see.
no, well,
I
I'm
think
128
Gina has
mil.
120 and has
128
none.
mil XP.
to
128
be
mil
fair-
XP. Okay.
even with
Do I
120,
notice them
token
scrolling
amounts will
through?
bother you.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to dungeon anymore.
I mean, I'm 100.
Going.
I'm gonna before we move any farther, I'm just gonna read off some of the requirements or some of the token costs for this new stuff. This is already on top of all the other stuff. Each chaotic spike is 20k. You need 10 of those. Each chaotic remnant is 100k, and to have all 3 amulets, you obviously need 3 of those. You have all the new scrolls, which each cost 20k. We'll talk about those in a minute. The gold accumulator costs either 20, 40, or 60k, depending on how many you've bought. The gem bags can be upgraded. You have floor skipping, which costs a ton of tokens.
So much that it isn't even worth it.
Runic has something to say about
Sinkholes
floor
now
tokens.
can cost a significant amount of tokens. And then you have the pets. That Frosty costs 250k, Mini Blink costs 500k, and Hope Nibbler, which will be the source of rage in a little bit, costs a cool million. So yeah,
There's a reason. There's been a lot of talk on the forums about how at a certain point it's just there's no reason to get dungeon rewards and they're just so cheap. And now we've got expensive dungeon rewards.
and people are complaining about it. It's amazing how this works.
Yeah.
It's almost,
I think the problem is people want expensive, useful dungeon rewards. What they don't want are 3 pets that cost 1 million tokens.
Well,
Because
that
that
is
is
the
a
pets.
million
Great.
dungeon XP.
It's like getting a cut, and to fix that cut, you cut off whatever part of your body got the cut.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they've
I mean,
gone from
that's,
one
that's
extreme.
I think it's-
a million XP being burnt.
I think
Buy
it's
a
another
pet.
problem with the kind of what they've been doing with regards to like the power to the players and listening to the players. It's you have the vocal minority wanting more of that stuff, and the entire rest of us are content with what's there. Like,
Yep.
I mean, I would have liked maybe a couple more things, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Also, like what
Personally,
Lime said,
I'm fine
it's
with it.
yeah. What Lime said, it's not a million XP, it's 10 million actually.
Well, I mean, 1 million XP in terms of you could cash in those tokens for.
Yeah. That's
Well,
good.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In,
That's why I said a million. Yeah, it costs 10 million XP just to get the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cashing in tokens.
And all it
is
does
silly.
is growl.
Cashing that in is
We'll
another
talk about that in a minute.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got
that
a
does
lot.
more.
Yeah, we've got a lot of rage coming in for the
There's
pets.
also your ability to recharge Hordstalker rings, to reset rings, which they sort of
I'm cool with the horde stalker
timer,
ring one.
bonfires in dungeons, surge and escape in dungeons.
Those are good.
Lovely. I loved this. A single interface to fix dungeon size, party size,
Yep.
normal hard.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah,
loot
that's
games
awesome.
for journals.
I haven't
spike
noticed that.
traps that are
Oh, I like that.
Well, the
Valkyrian
loot beams have
demons.
already helped me. Although
Yeah,
they're
they
not
already-
helping me because I only have 1 journal left.
Poor
Oh.
thing. But there's now a new resource dungeon at level 90 with Calgarian demons. That
Hold
can be
on,
assigned.
hold on.
Can we please just stick to the sections we were assigned?
Yeah, we had a system here. Hold on.
yes.
You said you were going through the dungeoneering update.
I
I'm just
wasn't
going-
done
No,
yet.
no, there's a specified areas for rage here.
We
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
follow. We all
Wait,
have our
build
chance
up
to
the
rant.
rage.
We
My
all are
rage
going to
is
be able to rant, except for me, who is ranting about you not ranting right.
There you go. Now you
This
got
sounds a
your
lot like Runic Rant up.
it will probably sound a lot like Runic's rant.
However,
But yeah,
wait, Walter gets to rant about everything because he made the thread.
he already did the ranting though. He front loaded on the ranting.
He got here early. It's
he did.
the
he
early
did get
bird
here
got
early.
the bird.
He's the early bird that caught the worm.
He's the opposite of Lime, who is always late.
Hang on, wait, critics later.
He's
That's
right.
generally-
Anyway.
Anyways, moving along. There are new scrolls. The scroll of proficiency is a nice reward that is construction. When constructing things that require 3 or more planks, you have a chance to save one. And the chance depends on the plank, decreasing by level. Scroll of Dexterity does the same thing with crafting. Scroll of Demonheim is, quote-unquote, a largely useless scroll of questionable usefulness that can be bought for 30k tokens and that requires level 70 dungeoneering.
I actually bought that.
I did too.
Yeah.
I don't have the tokens for any of these, so...
I don't.
I haven't
I have the
I
tokens for
wasted
all of these
50K
then
on
some.
I wasted 50k on my reset, so.
I
But I
did
got
a reset.
390k tokens out of it, so.
I got 500k, almost 500k tokens back, so I was glad I reset.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the record, I have almost 4 million tokens stored in my ring.
Well
Please
done.
give them to me.
I don't think I'll ever run out.
I'll take all of them.
Yes, I will take
And by all of them, I mean
spare
like 100k, because that's all I really need. But yeah. They also introduced a gold accumulator, once again, which, quote unquote, is good for people that hate picking up coins almost as much as they hate tokens.
That is possibly the best quote in the entire thing.
That is, it
may as well be.
the gold accumulator automatically collects dropped coins. It's destroyed once the amount exceeds 1 million coins, and each one increases in price. So it's the first one's 20k, the second one is 40k, and the third one and later is 60k. So basically you're paying 60k tokens for a vacuum of 1 million coins. Like, I can't see that being a good trade.
It totally should have been the opposite. It should have started at 60, and then your next one was 40, and then all subsequent ones were 20.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, then again, when people used to mention this on the forums, there was a lot of comments about even more GP injection.
Yeah.
And, like, even more.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a million coins.
I ran through
It
some
is great for demons.
Yeah.
I
But
ran through some pretty random math at one point, and I'm pretty sure it's inaccurate enough, but there's a lot of GP being injected just through Treasure Hunter every single day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of millions.
There's also more gold sinks now than there have been in the past, though,
Yeah.
so.
True.
Just build another chapel in your house.
Yeah, you got
Actually.
all those people burning money trying to get 120 construction.
Yeah.
boy.
For some reason.
Anyways, yeah. I guess you do have to consider that a lot of the 120 capes, that's kind of a money sink in its own right. Like,
Yeah.
Virago instance that nobody uses.
That's another one.
yeah, but yeah, all of the instance dungeon, all of the instance boss fights, that's gold going out of the game.
Not all of them. I don't think KK doesn't cost money for an instance.
Well, I'm talking about like hard mode and Rise of the Six and
You
stuff
could
like
say
that.
that chaotic recharges are a money sink.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
But those have been
Any
around for a
degradable
while.
is a money sink.
I'm just mentioning like recent ones that were introduced either around the time or since really the squeal was introduced.
Drygors.
But yeah. Anyways, moving along. There's also a couple other token rewards or token things. You can also use it for ring resets, which is retarded. Instead of giving people the promised ring reset for free, they decided to let people buy them for 50k tokens each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say about that.
Me neither.
There's also floor skipping, which Runic has something to say about.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Everybody is basically complaining that it's way too expensive. And I'm going to and it's decently pricey, but the point is, I don't think it's meant for people of lower levels. It's not meant for anyone under, like, let's say 110 dunge. It's meant for, after 110 dunge, you're easily getting 200k tokens every single reset. At the bare minimum. And 60k is not that much out of it.
No.
So, it's meant
That's a
for
good
the
point.
people like myself or at 115 dungeon. We just have to repeat those frozen floors over and over and over.
And get
Yeah,
crap XP.
every other
crap
floor.
And we just have to deal with the crap XP on those floors. So it's made so we can just skip floors 1 to 20 and just get it all done.
You goddamn elitist.
Hey,
Hashtag efficiency.
Yep.
thank you, Walter. Thank you.
I can see that. Yeah. I know
it is actually more XP. Wait, what? No, it's not more. It is more XP.
It's
to do
more
frozen.
XP, but it takes more time. And it takes
takes
significantly more time.
Like,
But,
in the
yeah.
45 minutes that I could be doing all the frozen floors, I could just be doing a bunch of larges. I could do, I don't know, 1 large every 10 minutes.
Assuming overload every floor. People still do that?
Yes.
Yeah, nope.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how people do it.
Apparently the
Overloads do
efficient
anything?
I
Anyways.
can get an easy 600k an hour doing larges.
Yeah.
If you get a
Assuming
good
people
team.
do them in 10 minutes, which I hear decent
Stop
teams can
making me
take.
feel bad.
I usually
I'm
just
sorry,
solo
I'm sorry.
medium and get like 300k at
But yeah,
106.
at those kind of,
Like,
610k. Why do I need the 10k?
because I don't know.
Because
So-
you're an elitist.
I'm
Line
retired
ain't
from
even
Thorlah.
made. Line
Okay,
ain't
maybe I'm
even
an
made.
elitist. My point is that the floor skipping is made for the elitists who can get ridiculously fast dungeon XP rates. It's not
And not
made
for
for
everybody.
you who are stuck soloing.
It's not made for you plebeians.
pretty much.
Anyways. That
made for
pretty
the
much is
elitists.
what that comes down to. That's what I saw it as. I'm like,
Everybody, and my point is everyone's just treating it as it's made for everyone. Nope,
Yep.
it's made for the elitists.
it's made for the people who literally have nothing else to spend tokens on. So why
Yeah.
not spend tokens on resetting your floors?
So you can get
Exactly.
more.
Well, they have to save up for the 1,000,000 token guy.
And once you're going for 200 mil dunge, you're going to be skipping floors 1 to 30 all the time.
Hey, on the
Speaking
other hand,
of the million
you can't
token-
you can't buy 1 billion of the familiars this time like you could with the sneaker peeper.
Oh
Anyways.
god.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
They
1
go right
million,
for the pet interface, so there's
pet.
no inventory guy.
Anyway.
we're going to move on, and there
So
was
yeah,
also
that's
the
my
Cal.
rant. Stop
Yes.
treating
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like it's made for you plebeians.
Yes. And this has been elitism with the Seercast. No.
Hosted by Chief Runic
Yes,
Lord.
yes it has.
Yeah, they also released the Calgarian Demons, which is a new Slayer, I guess it's a Slayer target. They
boy.
require level 90 Dungeoneering to kill and level 90 Slayer to kill, and Kitten
They
has
get
a
attacked.
bone to pick with them.
It's
Okay.
nice Slayer to get attacked.
Yeah, you could say it's a bone to pick, but honestly, I have a whole skeleton. So, yeah.
Ooh boy.
It's this, I understand it's a ninja update, but it comes across as very sloppy for a Slayer monster. I don't hate anyone. They're interesting,
Hello,
and
this
it's
is
a good
Seercast.
idea. Hello, this is the Seercast and we hate everyone. No, but it's interesting. But, no.
We really don't. Like,
Press
if you
1 for
think,
more,
if
press
this is your
2
first
for
one that you've ever
random
listened to, I'm sorry. This is a ranty one, but like
Yeah,
the
this
ones
is-
in the past, we are
Yeah,
generally
last one.
very,
Everybody was
very appreciative of updates.
Yeah,
Anyways,
also-
go on, Kitten.
Yeah, so just to start out with what Walter said, it's 90 Slayer to be assigned, but level 0 to kill them. There are Calgarian gem rocks inside the dungeon, and the examine text is that it contains gems. Thank you. We have no idea why they're Calgarian, but they contain gems. Awesome.
They're
demons-
listed as Calgarian gem rocks, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're basically Shiloh gem rocks with a chance of Dragonstone. But, yeah, the demons graphically are less detailed copies of the Calgarian generals, as is an ninja. Well, I'm not even gonna read that line. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's, yeah, ninja team. Cool. Awesome guys. But, yeah. Yeah, offensively they attack normally, but the only specs they have are Yak Lagger's attacks, Yiklagor, and apparently he's not that unique if every demon can pull them in, heal, and stomp the ground and stuff with true power. At least the dialogue isn't there, so it's not as scary, and somehow the wiki claims that they're blockable, but I don't know, I guess I just don't have the attention span to actually run behind a rock. And speaking of rocks, the other attack they have access to is Harlack the Rift Splitters, little baby cute flame portal. Everyone should see that picture. It's really adorable.
Where's the picture?
He tried.
bottom
Is
of
the
the thread,
picture in the
right?
thread?
Up there.
Yeah, it's a little baby portal that just kind of spawns over your head. It's actually kind of cute, but then the demon is just like, I hate this person, and walks away from the rock.
At least they're trying.
Yeah, at least they're trying.
Someone made a point, and this pretty much sums up what the demons are. You can camp Grardor longer than you can these demons.
Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. Yeah, for me, a typical trip is like, I need to take a yak full of rocktail, plus that's with penance and portents and stuff to last 1 hour. So, there you go. And I have a completionist cape, and I'm actually bad at combat, so yay for all people that are like,
being
no,
bad
that's
at
not how
combat.
you do this.
I went in the best gear I could, which was Gano Sea Singer's cape, the Chaotic Staff, and Blood Barrage. I still couldn't stay very long.
Yeah, they're owl. Yeah, also
They're
Pummeler.
owl.
Oh, yeah, they're owl. Yeah, the Pummeler variant of the demon
Look who's
lacks
talking,
some.
Lime.
Lime, please. Yeah, so Balak, the unicorn demon, lacks a melee attack animation, so damage just shows up. Despite him having big mauls, he kind of just, damage just sits there.
with his mind.
And
Melees you with his
he
mind.
telepathically melees you, but
How does that work?
I don't know.
Don't ask him.
He's hitting you with the force of his mind.
Yes.
Willpower.
All their
Feel my willpower.
all their attacks are counted as
Sleep now
melee.
in a prison of thoughts.
No!
No, Kitten, go.
No, please. Yes. All their attacks are counted as melee, even if they're long range. So yes, the magic attack animation splashes into melee damage. Please.
That makes sense.
It makes a lot
Makes
of
perfect
sense.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the BTS claimed that they had both melee and magic attacks, but I guess that was just referring to the animations unless they
Yeah,
missed a
it's the
damage
animations.
icon. Yeah, they need to
I
change
have a
some
feeling
icons
that's a
around.
bug.
Hopefully it's just like, we used the wrong icon, sorry guys, but yeah, it's okay if that's the case. Let's see,
Wait. I'd like to just
Go.
apologize that we didn't get a Lime versus for this one, but we'll make this up by me doing Lime versus of the Mighty Fall tomorrow with my bare fist.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That'll work, that'll work.
Eggs at the ready.
They have very high defense, making them somewhat impractical to kill without 90 weapons. They require a lot of food. Yeah, their drops are lulls.
Yes.
Their best drop is one of the 5 commendations, which allow you to get the titles of the 5 generals, and it's not specialized based on which model of the demon you kill. It goes from Blood Chiller to Warmonger, just in consecutive order. And I think it's something like you need to have killed the boss in Daemonheim in order to keep the title, but you can keep the commendation thing once you have killed that boss. So it's like if you don't
you
have
to kill it again to get it, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like you
what you have to
unlock
do.
Yeah,
the
that's-
ability.
No, you have to have killed
Maybe.
it. Do you?
Yeah.
We have to have killed
Oh,
it
no.
I was
after
under the
update.
impression you had to have killed it at least once.
You have to have
Yeah, I
killed
think
it
it's
after the update.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think you have to
Okay.
kill
What you do
it.
is you get the commendation drop, but you can't unlock the title unless you've killed the boss after the update.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's the same with Blink and all that.
Yes, and they have kindly killed interest in demon flash mobs due to dropping the Demon Slayer equipment. And
Yeah.
Ow.
Stars thanks you for that.
Yeah, we
And Zamorak
thank you for.
rages.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, at best they're okay GP
Yeah.
an hour, but normally they're not for as painful as they are. Like,
Yeah, it's
Ninja Team, please.
yeah, ninjas please on that one. And really, the part that got me was the examine text, which is a powerful demon from the Calgarian plane. I don't know where that is, but I mean, we can identify with Infernus, but this Calgarian plane, I don't know. If it's the demon variant of the drug plane, Cosmic
I
Entities realm.
officially call it the Demon Bachelor pad.
The LSD thing.
Yeah, we
It's
know.
the LSD plane.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't even have anything. Something
fun
time.
demons
Demons?
plane.
Yeah, well, we know it's Infernus, the Calgarian plane. Like, we know they're infernal demons. We're not sure why that's there, but hey, I guess we can
Yeah.
move on to pets.
Yay,
Can
pets.
I make one
Yay.
comment
Yeah.
about the demons, about their
Yes.
appearance?
Oh yeah.
In which that they've kind of taken the uniqueness away from Calgar and his generals.
Yeah, they have.
It was, they've used recycled graphics before, but this just seems a little lazy.
You mean the uniqueness in that they look exactly like the Sub-Zerot demons?
That was a few graphical updates ago.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like, we understand it's a ninja update, but making a brand new Slayer monster, they shouldn't prioritize speed.
In my opinion, what they should have done is they should have just taken the graphics from greater and lesser demons, which we already know are part of the Calgarian army, and just given them like some fancy armor. Like give them all steel med helms.
Kind of mesh the armor together,
Steel.
maybe.
It would make a use for steel medium helms in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they could have just done that and just said, these are the Calgarian foot soldiers. They're all ultra powerful, which is why the Calgarians are awesome.
That would make more sense.
And they drop steel medium helms because that is the best drop in the game.
Because it's canon.
You have to give them steel armor to fight them. It's an item sync.
That actually works.
Oh my god.
Hey,
We
bud,
should be on the ninja team.
Can I borrow your steel armor so we can fight?
Yes.
Anyways.
That's just my little nitpick. I really liked how I'm a big fan of the Calgarians. I really liked how the 5 generals were unique looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now we've got a mob of them.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but guys, please, I mean, it'd be much easier to just, it's easier to dumb down a version of Calgar and just copy that a bunch of times, but, Cash. Like, where are these guys coming from?
I have a theory. What if all of these guys are the final Calgarian general, and he can create clnes of himself?
What?
Then that makes more, then that makes me question why they don't have specialized attacks even more.
In a couple of months, they'll release this big epic boss that's been hiding underneath it, who's been spawning all of these clones above himself to distract us.
We need bosses that aren't underground for once.
I think you're giving somebody too much credit.
Bosses that are all underground. Why can't we fight somebody above ground?
I would love an open, boss. That'd be great.
And before that actually happens on floor 61.
Open world?
Oh,
It's
no.
just an open plane.
We need to actually have we need to do a whole podcast.
Yeah.
We need to do a whole podcast about LOL DG and F61 at some point.
Eventually.
Soon. Trademark.
So basically a stranger power still cast where I sit here and defend my theory.
Yep.
Sure, why not? Soon.
We should do that.
Soon.
Anyways, back on topic.
Pets, yeah, so the thread starts with Frosty.
I think we've almost run out of LOL DG.
We still have pets.
We still have pets and bugs. Yay. Pet bugs, not really.
Pet bugs.
Spiders.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started on spiders. To start
Kitten
off
had to
with pets,
hide from Twitter for like 2 days because of all the Spider Boss screenshots that Chris L was posting.
Spider Boss tweets like it's a cool boss, but it makes my skin crawl. Thank you.
Rip in pieces.
Yeah, rip in pieces my brain.
Anyways, go Kitten.
Frosty,
Pets.
the cutest, the one thing we thought would be the worst pet in this set is actually probably the best one because it's adorable.
No.
No.
If I'm noping
Chili
Runic singing, I'm also noping your singing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it costs 250k tokens, and it is actually a pretty darn cute thing. It has a ton of dialogue, and it has different dialogue if you walk into the dungeon, and if anyone wants to play either Frosty or the character or the player, we can read this.
Okay, I'll play Frosty.
Okay.
God.
Who's playing character?
I'll be player.
Okay.
Darn it.
What are you looking at? Read off the thread.
Wait.
Wow, you're bad at this.
Hey,
I've stolen Frosty.
Which one?
Fang is now Frosty.
Oh wait, I wanted. Okay.
Okay.
I'm still Frosty.
No.
This is failing, guys. ...
What are you looking at?
Human, why don't you have wings?
Humans don't have wings.
That must be very sad for you.
Suppose so.
It's okay. If we need to fly anywhere, I can take you.
Thanks, Frosty. ...
What
are you looking at?
Human. Why don't you have wings?
They were amputated a long time ago.
How terrible!
Oh yes, I remember my flying days very fondly.
We must find your wings and reattach them.
Oh no, that won't be necessary. I'm pretty sure they're lost forever.
How sad.
Why did they do that?
Human!
Wait!
You bring fire or ice?
No, humans can't do that.
How do you defend yourself? My eldest told me about scary adventurers who come and attack us. We need our icy breath to defend ourselves and our baby dragons.
That sounds terrible.
You'll protect the frost dragons, won't you, player?
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
With our dragon breath.
You're a frost dragon, aren't you used to it by now?
There's no need to bring that into it.
You racist.
There is. You're made of frost. Of course you're cold.
That hurts my feelings. I'm as warm-hearted as any other dragon.
I'm doing the last one.
Mom! Dad! These aren't the same.
Mommy, Daddy, I'm home. These aren't the same dragons as when I left.
Oh, they must be on holiday, and these are temporary dragons just ape-sitting.
Shifty eyes.
Mom and Dad always said they dreamed of going on holiday. I'm glad they finally made it.
Definitely.
They're dead!
Oh,
Anyways, okay, moving on.
Anyway.
Yeah, and if you use a bucket of milk on little Frosty, the baby frost dragon looks soggy and unhappy. You monster. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Then there's Mini Blink, number 2.
We are not going through this dialogue.
No, we're not, because it's...
We are absolutely
yes,
not.
Yes, let's do it. Let's
No. We are... No.
That's all you get.
Catch me! Yeah. Yeah, it has...
Mini Blink basically says what the actual boss Blink says, except in kind of half dialogue form.
Do the Hope Nibbler dialogue, we can do that.
Well,
Wait,
yes, we can do the Hope Nibbler dialogue instead.
Yeah, luckily...
Wait, I did forget
Mini Blink
something.
still has a face, a huge face. Hello, Maud Osborne. We love you.
Why is Maud Osborne referenced by Mini Blink?
Huge face. Morty
Face. Want to go to face.
I should revoice. I should voice Blink. Jagex, hire me.
Yeah, so Mini Blink costs 500k, it requires 95 dungeoneering, and requires you to have beaten Blink. And, yeah, dialogue based on what it says in battles, and it has some emotes, like doing the magic attack. It says magic in your face, and...
Where it kills
ow.
you.
Yeah.
It actually just kills you.
Wow.
Yep.
I still don't own this. I might have to get it.
That would actually be the biggest troll ever. Is if it literally, if you played the death animation as it ran by you with the magic attack animation.
Oh, gosh.
That running animation
Because it'd be
is the
so
best.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Am I right?
It really
That running
would.
animation is just perfect.
Yeah, so now, Hope Nibbler, there's a picture for that.
There is a picture for that. It'll be here. It'll be here.
Nibbler.
Hang on,
Oh.
can I read the Walter
Devoured
Rage?
all my hope.
I think
I don't
Lime
have any
wants to
hope
read the
anyways,
Walter Rage.
especially for humanity.
I want to read the Walter Rage.
Which
Alright, so I'd like the so much rage has been put aside to write this section in a way that is forum friendly. Hope Nibbler has 2 lines of dialogue in response to the player calling it cute. Both are just growls. It does have a fetch animation, but no real dialogue. It has no interactions at all with Marm, and for all intents and purposes, is a really lame pet for 1 million tokens.
It's worth mentioning that the reason that Marm is the way he is because of the Hope Devourer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
So,
because the Hope
yeah.
Devourer is the lamest boss on Warp Floors. He just dies in 3 seconds.
You're lame.
POC kind of shot Hope, but that's different. But really, it's like, even with the Sevga Notes Easter egg, it's like, why do these little cute Hope Nibblers not have any possible dialogue with Marm?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
These
You would
truly
at least think Marm would, not talk to you out of fear or
So
something.
basically, they missed a gigantic chance for some interesting updates, some interesting lore dialogue, some interesting something.
Yeah.
By giving it 2 growls.
Yeah, and both are just the same growls that it uses. I think the grower is from like whatever that attack is that's in response to your prayer.
That's the one that hurts you if you have certain prayers on.
Yeah. Yeah, and the examine text is...
That's the anti-term prayer, right?
Yeah.
Turmoil.
I think so. And then the lovely examine text, it doesn't seem to have fully developed its hope-devouring tendencies yet. Clearly not, because it is a brick. Yay.
No, I don't know. It kind of devoured all my hopes for the pet, so it might be better than we thought.
Yeah, especially for 1 million tokens. I mean, cool idea, but make it worth it, please. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Like, yeah, just... I would say, yeah, just add dialogue at some point, but then Birthright of the Dwarves will happen, and then we will never get dialogue, so I have no hopes.
I'm still rusty.
It's good at its job.
Yeah, and I guess I can read the bug fixes section too.
Yeah,
they fixed the problem of there not being enough bugs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Their bug fixes were to fix not having bugs.
Yeah, well, the goal of the update was to make dungeoneering more rewarding. While opinions may vary on this, it does. This was what the heck? This was successful. There's typos.
Walter, why use typo?
It can't be denied there's still a ton of bugs in dungeoneering.
Okay, can I go?
Yes, go.
You want to read that? Yeah.
Yes. Shortly after the update, there were 2 reports of people having found a gold shield door in separate dungeons. Because gold shield keys still aren't a thing, this makes the bonus pass impossible to complete. No pictures have surfaced of this, so it is unknown if they made a mistake in which door it was, if it was fixed, either intentionally or accidentally as the result of another fix, or...
So they had to fix the fix.
Or add bugs or whatever. It is just extremely rare. I want the gold shield.
It's worth mentioning if you aren't super familiar with dungeoneering, and probably a gigantic part of the player base won't know this, but gold shield doors are not a thing. Gold shield keys do not exist in the game, and I don't think anybody knows why either of those are the case.
They have not existed since like the really, really early days of dungeoneering, which is like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Fixing bugs apparently wasn't the job that the Ninja team was assigned. This means that we get to enjoy even more time with a 50% free-to-play XP nerf between an average party level of 90 and 138. Not even 90 and 200, just 90 and 138. Of magic capping at level 90 even with a celestial catalytic staff or wand.
Yay.
I would like to hunt somebody down about that one. Rings such as Blitz are not working, despite being tier 10. Pretty much all of the mage rings are completely useless right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Blazer gets overridden by Combust.
Yeah. Combust.
And then Blitzer doesn't work, and Blaster I don't ever think was a thing. Blink randomly dying and not letting the floor finish. And a bunch of other well-documented bugs for God knows how much longer in the future. Like, if you're going to do a bug fix update, actually fix the bugs, please. Okay, thanks.
I still think
because this was almost more of a crazy new content more than a bug fix update, which is what it was originally announced at, was fixing all of those bugs.
Yeah, well, still, I think one bug fix which I didn't pay attention when I was actually dungeoneering the other day, but it was, I think water still is untextured in high detail.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's no texture there. Fix that, please. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, seems like more than Ninja Team really didn't have enough time for an actual new content update. So,
but
I see
yeah.
Cat spam now.
It feels like this entire thing was rushed.
Yeah.
And please stop rushing updates. Please, pretty please, thanks, bye.
It's very
like,
guys.
A lot of
can
updates
wait
this
a
year
little
have
bit.
felt very rushed.
Yeah. I know how to fight things right now.
First run of the Dwarves was last year.
Yeah. World Weights got pushed back.
Anyways.
Okay, we're not going there.
Anyways, but
now for better things, the Elf City design document.
where Lime can rage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was looking at the Elf City design document, and after my initial looking at it, and then Walter pointing out that one of the skill requirements is 98.
98 thieving.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, for whatever reason, 98.
They're just gonna go to Pyramid Blunder.
I mean, like, those elves are probably the most paranoid elves ever. They're like constantly looking behind their back, so much they're spinning.
This had better be really freaking profitable if it's level 98.
I mean, Osborne was talking like fail rate should be really low.
Alright, so I was still reading through the document, and then I noticed that it's just a bunch of content that's from other places in the game, just tossed into the same place. And that doesn't feel right. This is the Elf City. We've been waiting 10 years. It will be 10 years by the time that this is released. That is the length of Elf Soon. 10 years.
10 years, Elf Soon.
We've defined it.
Yeah. In September.
Yes. So, it's gonna be 10 years since we've been waiting for the city. It is going to be the crown jewel of the entire world. It is going to be the Quester Paradise. I feel like it deserves something better than just 2 Runite mining spots, 10 adamant spots, a couple full, and some more gem rocks.
I mean, I like the new mining training. I think it's very interesting.
But I feel like it deserves something that isn't as outdated as Runite mining rocks. It should have like
absolutely
it should have like concentrated rune rocks, maybe concentrated gem rocks. This is supposed to be a social place, not a competitive place. So why not use like a concept that has been developed in the Living Rock Cavern, which I'm currently getting brain death from.
It's because you're on World 84. That was your first and last mistake.
It's a good concept from the Living Rock Caverns. Why not bring that to a new higher level into the Cryptinos?
Well, to be fair, they do have the Saren stones and the Saren whatever that thing is, but
that's pretty much getting rid of.
It sounds like the Saren stone is more like falling stars than anything else, though. Like that's their upgrade to falling stars is to just create another thing at a much higher level that is actually worth doing, because falling stars absolutely are not. Like, they're just not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I feel like it deserves something even more special than just a Saren rock, which doesn't have too much behind it. Like, something like a concentrated rune rock, or something like where they send you down into the depths of the
crystals in it or something.
It's also worth noting that probably Saren stones will end up killing the GE, or not the GE, the LRC.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, is it really a good thing that people are doing the exact same thing mining from level 80 to level 99? Like, Walter's raging a lot about that, but let's be fair, why would you want your players doing the exact same thing for 20 levels? The idea is that...
Well, I mean, that's just mining in general.
I mean, with mining,
LRC
I don't care about
activity.
The
what are you talking about?
I don't make any money.
No. I mean, that's like that's what's happened to mining in general. You're doing the same exact ore for like 15 levels at a time.
Yeah, and it's not profitable, so it's annoying, and I just want an AFK mining thing. Or at least a semi-AFK.
Mining needs an improvement that is over the entire thing.
Warbands will still be the best XP ever.
Yeah, that's warbands.
Okay. But anyways, I was expecting something like they send you down into the depths of the crater to try and pick out the shards of Saren that was left after the explosion during
Now that would be cool for preparation for the Saren World event or whatever.
Like down there could be like mutated direwolves or enchanted elf skeletons or something like that. It would have been really cool. Crystal cows.
Moonborn.
But instead we've got like
I'm not putting that one in.
Saren crystals.
This Lime Rage, the Lime Rage picture has itself stamped on this.
Good.
Yes.
That's even better.
Alright, what else? We've also got smithing. And what I was expecting here was imbuing bars with gems. Like, you know how it said in Postbag of the Hedge.
With crystals, maybe?
Well, yeah, crystals too. But this Tsar, they ground down their onyx stones. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but that's my thing, so I don't care.
No, you got it.
Who cares?
No, you got it.
Tsar and onyx, yes.
They mixed that into their gold. And I was expecting we'd be able to do that with elves, so we could like ground down a diamond and put it in a bar, and then we could do something amazing with it.
Hey,
But
that's actually a thought. You know how they have the improving potions that they want to do? What if we have to grind down gemstones for that, alongside the crystal flask?
Well, that's another part of my rant. Where is that?
That could be very interesting.
Like, it said something about crystal sandstone, so where is it? It's not in the Treya Hearn section.
Yeah, there's crystal sandstone in there as well. It was a side mention of something you can pickpocket.
Yep.
Well, but where's the rock?
It'll be in one of the segments. Absolutely.
But shouldn't it be here?
Shouldn't it be here? I mean, I would assume, unless it's in the crafting. Wait, we already had the crafting.
It might be in the herb lore section. It might.
That's true.
Well,
Maybe in
the
herb lore
section. This
It
is a minor.
may well be in the herb lore section. Alternatively, it could just be in the bottom. They also said they're not revealing everything. They're trying to keep some things.
That's true.
Somewhat
Osborne
secret.
reiterated that a lot.
So my imagination.
But we
on this
already
would
know
be,
about that.
They took a slight mention of it just to kind of tease you, but aren't going to expand on it.
But they already mentioned that they were doing this, though. Like, I would assume that they would keep the things secret for the things that, like, they haven't explicitly said that they're doing.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, but I don't know where it's gonna go, but apparently it's in there.
But, whatever.
Anyways, this place has also got a Saren God statue, which looks great.
It looks like there's actually going to be anvils and a furnace in the same place.
And a bank deposit.
Thank God.
Like, yeah, I know. It's
The second place ever.
like, yeah.
That's from Lumbridge.
Yep.
But there's no bank anywhere near that, so, yeah.
But there's
Actually, there is now.
I guess there is now, the Combat Academy thing.
Combat Academy.
I'm already 99 smithing, so whatever.
I'm nowhere close, but whatever.
Anyways, and then we come to the Cruist, which are even more disappointing.
Lime is disappoint.
I am very disappointed.
This is where the level 98 thieving comes in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For
They've
some
got...
reason, the woodcutters are the most paranoid people ever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you've never met a Canadian, except me, so...
The whatever workers... How do you pronounce this?
Cruist.
Cruist? The Cruist
Yeah.
workers can be pickpocketed for logs, seeds, compost, farming potions, and farming amulets.
You just have like buckets of compost falling out of their pockets.
You'll eventually get, or rare pickpocketing items includes bird nests and geodes. For level 98 thieving. Like,
Yeah. Bird's nests are worth crap now.
Yeah, they're worth
Can I
like
make a small complaint about this pickpocketing thing?
Wait, but I'm still raging.
Wait, I want to stop your rage. Pause.
No!
Well, one does not simply pause
For
line
future
rage.
reference, Gordon, whenever you see a W in Welsh, it probably is a double O sound.
Okay.
So, carry on.
Lime, you finish, and then Runic goes.
Okay. What we've got here, there's no new stuff in the Cruist section. There's choking ivy, there's magic trees, there's yew trees. That's it.
I guess technically there's an elder tree farming patch.
Yep.
And
Not
a
even
big
if it's
spirit tree.
specifically elder tree or not.
There is nothing. Like, this is all stuff that has been elsewhere in the game. There's nothing that makes these sections feel special, like they're worthy of being in, like, the crown jewel of Gielinor.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a bit disappointed. And then I asked Maud Osborne about it, and they didn't make a podcast about it because it's so straightforward. Isn't that something that they should be avoiding?
Yeah.
If it's so simple that we can understand it right off the bat and it doesn't merit a podcast, then I don't think it's, like, worthy enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, this concludes this section of Lime Rage.
Yeah.
Anyways, Runic, what do you want to say?
Okay, this is just a small thing, but the level 98 pickpocketers you're pickpocketing logs from them. This means two things. Are you pickpocketing noted logs?
I would assume so.
Yes.
In
They
which
said
case,
most of the
that's
materials you're
technically
getting are noted.
That's technically a lore fail because banknotes came into existence after Elf City went to Crystal, if I remember correctly.
Wait,
We're not gonna get into lore fails here.
And,
I think we can bend the lore for this.
first
I know, I
Furthermore,
know
the
that.
moment the Elf City opens up, somebody could have. I mean, they have a freaking GE.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
You can get notes
They
from
can
that.
have a GE, they can figure out banknotes.
Oh, and secondly, if it's not noted, how in God's name do they carry logs in their pocket?
I'm still curious about the Zaro
I
shard
still
and
wonder
how big
how-
that thing is.
I still wonder how RuneScape NPCs carry all that shit in their pocket anyways, but
I have
Seen
two
that
words for
thing?
you.
Double log in my pocket, or you just
The
have to
animation
see me?
putting the
I
shard
have
in the
just
sanctum
two
with
words.
you.
Oh, talking.
2 words for you guys. Pocket dimensions.
Pocket dimensions.
Yes.
Smart
Pocket,
face.
pocket
Yeah.
dimension. That's just...
it's a
Walter
pocket
wants-
within a pocket.
Walter wants me to ask what concentrated ore is, which is
Wow.
apparently a drop from. That's a drop from what the
I don't know.
Traherne
Traherne,
NPCs.
Oh,
Like-
and there's one more thing I gotta say about the Elf City. Quick rant, and Lime, I think you made a forum thread about this, but it's that there's not a lot of new content in the end.
Wait,
That's what he just
So far-
said.
that's what I just said.
Well, yeah, you
That was
said
the
it for
entire-
these sections, but I'm saying overall.
Well, I mean, like the Ironworth, they have
They had
some.
more new content than this, but
The first two that we got, the first two detailed things that we got, have significantly more, like, brand new content than
Yeah,
these.
just-
I can't expect them to make every single bit of this brand new.
Yeah.
Like, you have to imagine that they'll
Yeah.
port in some trees and port in some rocks.
Yeah, but I'd like something that makes the city seems like each section of the city seems special and not just like a
Yeah.
dead sector.
Dude, every zone has at least one unique thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But this one, but
with
the
mining and
Cruist
smithing,
zone
the
seems to be,
and the Saren corruption.
But
Cruist
that's not
here
impressive. It's not like
has the Elder Tree farming patch, which is unique enough on its own.
it's not.
I
No,
don't
it's
know
not
about
unique.
that.
Well,
That is
to
not-
be fair, like I'd much rather see like right now just like adamantite and runite rocks, like just like recycled stuff coming into the Elf City instead of like 1 or 2 years down the road, it's like a player poll saying, "Do you want crystal whatever, like custom made crystal whatever that was specific for the Elf City, like in Lumbridge?"
Well,
Like, I'd
that's
much-
true.
that-
That would
that
be a
would kill
gigantic
me.
lore fail.
Yeah, that would kill me. It's like, do you want crystal sandstone like next to the regular sandstone by the
No.
ocean? Like, no, we don't.
Except the idiot community probably will say yes because they're
Yeah.
lazy. But yeah,
let's move
And
on.
by the way, as for what concentrated ore is, the only concentrated stuff in the game are the coal and gold rocks in the living rock caverns, so I imagine it's stackable.
but isn't everything
Wait.
noted anyway?
Hang on. But
Now, here's my pitch here. Is what if this is untradable, stackable ore? So that if you gather it, it stacks, and then you can use it for smithing.
But like, why wouldn't they say that in the mining section?
I don't even
Because
know.
they're not revealing everything?
Anyways, we're gonna move on from this. I think we've had enough rage
Yeah.
for this
Let's talk
for
about
this-
June BTS.
specific section.
Yay.
We have more rage to come.
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
I know there's one more thing. There is one more thing before we move on from the elves.
There was
The
a-
Tooncrafter, or @MindRS on Twitter, has been hired as the summer intern for the auto team, and she's got a couple really nice things that seems to be a couple sketches for music that will later be used in the Elf City. Do we think?
That'd be so cool.
Yep.
Maybe.
Might I say they are very nice.
They are
Yeah.
quite nice, and
She's
Yeah.
really good.
She is.
They
Um,
should
One
hire-
part
looking-
that is not rage.
as
is
usual,
music.
I'm really looking forward to the music in the Elf City.
Absolutely.
like music
Yeah.
was always going to be a big part of the Elf City, but I like what they're going with it, and I like that they got a player to do it, and I feel like that's just following through with their motif for the big part of the year. But this
Yeah.
is really good music, and I approve.
But yeah, it's legitimately really good.
I'm Capn Liem, and I approve this message.
Yes.
I'll be
Anyways,
retweeting some of
okay,
her
so
stuff.
we're moving on. That is enough for the third elf design doc. The fourth one will come this week, and then the last one will come in a couple weeks. I don't know when our next podcast is going to be, but it's probably going to be. We'll probably do it after
It depends on
the
how big
last
the Mighty Fall
design
is.
doc.
Yeah,
And I
if
expect
it's really
Fall to
mighty
be
or not.
large, to be honest. So I would love to do one next weekend if the Mighty Fall's big enough and the next elf doc is interesting enough.
But yeah, we'll see. But moving on, we do have the June BTS to mention. Speaking of the Mighty Fall, it is the new Bandos-ish quest. It's a master quest that will pitch us into a tournament on Ubiosk, fighting in Bandos' name. It'll have Zanuck, Bork, General Grador, and others, including Yelps and Lol the Troll. Thank you, Mod Deg.
I hate that name so
Thanks,
much.
Clarence's really should have won.
Yeah, I wanted that
No,
one.
I feel like Rubber Chicken should have won.
Oh yeah.
Or that one.
Rubber
I still
Chicken.
think
It needs to be a troll named Penguin. Just saying.
Penguin can kill itself.
I know.
Penguin
It doesn't
named
have to be.
Troll.
It doesn't have to be pleasant. There just has to be a troll named Penguin.
I'm trying to figure out if that implies that the penguins were moving really far south, or if the troll had been really far north.
Maybe it's just
Does it matter?
No.
Maybe it's just
the
the
thing
fact
with
that
part.
This means everything. What if the penguins are in fact moving south? What
Then-
if that's
then
why
we're all
the
screwed.
troll invasion tutorial is ending?
It means
You're
that
not
the troll
relevant,
invasion
yes.
tutorial is being replaced with the penguin invasion tutorial.
Exactly.
AK, we are
Look,
all
look,
screwed.
Wolves are already
Yep.
coming down.
Anyways,
Wolves
moving
are the prelude to the penguins.
moving on. With this tournament, goblins, trolls, and ogres help to find a new purpose and perhaps a new leader. We cannot be the leader. And there will
Aw.
apparently be a lot of boss battles, and they will be melee focused. I have a bone to pick with this one. I understand that Bandos is a melee whatever, but forcing people down, it seems like this is actually forcing you into using melee as a combat method for the quest.
Yeah.
I don't melee. I don't have an action bar that can accommodate melee. I have 5 full action bars already. I don't, it's just, I don't see why yes, nerf mage and ranged for the quest and make it more difficult, whatever. But, it's frustrating for me who has specifically avoided melee, that I may be forced to ditch, to either just momentum my way through it, which may or may not be possible. Judging by the last couple bosses, it may actually be possible.
Depends. We'll see.
Yeah.
But, it's frustrating that melees, that you're being forced into a single combat, into a single combat, style. Even if the others are nerfed, let people use them. I don't think, is there any other quest where you're actually forced into using one specific combat style?
There's a quest where you have to, if you're a male character, you have to switch to a female character.
That's completely different. And that is that is how Carolyn was born. But,
Well, there's a Golem. There's the Golem trio that makes you use different attack styles, but that's
You
more.
can force your way through that after.
you
long.
can actually force your way
you
through
can,
that post.
you can brute
DLC,
force
but,
that.
There's,
Yeah,
I guess
besides those where you have
Dagannoth
to use
Mother,
very specific
but that's
weapons.
all, that's like
Zanuck.
boss mechanics. I feel like
there's
this
the
is
guild quest.
what quest?
Guild quest. You have to use melee.
For which one?
Yeah.
To punch through its armor.
Talk
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
Dill.
No, and to kill the actual Dill itself.
Oh,
It's
that's
to
really
requires
annoying.
crushing attacks.
I haven't even thought about dills since
Well, at least
I got my kiln cape.
yeah, well, at least stuff like that. If it's just crushing, I mean, they're making you use a specific weapon. Like, a lot of it is just a style. Or, I mean, even, I guess, could we use Zanuck's crossbow as an example of, singular weapon usage?
I
Or,
don't think you had to use Zanuck's
I don't
crossbow.
think- yeah.
You had to use
I don't
Zanuck's
know.
crossbow to kill it, I think, or to
Yeah,
weaken
just
it.
less.
but you didn't have to use it for the entire fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, it seems like what it is that the entire quest is you have a series of melee things, and you cannot do it without melee.
We'll find out, but I mean, it seems to be a very melee-oriented quest. I mean, it has 79 attack, 79 strength, 78 constitution, and 72 defense on there. Melee skills. And
Well,
Slayer.
defense is a
Defense and constitution aren't,
Shut
but
up.
still.
But regardless, it is very much melee
It's
skills.
a melee.
Yeah.
Can I just say that for this, I have the same complaint as you, Gordon, whatever, but it's not, this is a Bandos quest, and as somebody here once said, Bandos likes to hit things.
I know, I understand that Bandos
And
likes to hit
and if it was
things.
any other quest, and they outright stated has to be melee, I would understand.
I would,
And I
but
would understand
what
you,
I'm
but-
saying is that allow the other skills, but nerf them, but give a handicap to them for the exact reason, like you aren't using melee, so you may be inferior, so there's some kind of penalty for it.
You can use the other skills in this quest. They're massively nerfed, though.
Wait. It said in the BTS that there would, it said somewhere there would be at least one round or 2 rounds or something like that where you could not use any other combat styles. It might be back in CC.
That was Jack and CC. He said, from what he can remember, there is one point where it is impossible to get through without melee.
Yeah.
Well, momentum, here we come.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm fine with that. I understand why you're annoyed because of the hotbar limitations.
It's mostly the hotbar. It's like, if I had another one, yeah, whatever. I can just throw something random in. But I have 5 full hotbars. I have 2 for mage and 2 for range, and I use all 5 of them. So it's
technically you can just equip it and click all your stuff through the skill bar.
It could do that.
Why would I do that?
Well, if you're desperate.
Because you're... But yeah, so like I'm saying,
It's
because it's a
annoying.
Bandos quest, goblins, trolls, melee makes sense here. Anywhere else, I'd complain. Here, it makes sense.
Kitten has argument too.
Well, yeah, my argument was a little bit almost against that. Not entirely, but I understand that it is like Bandosian stuff, but in the God Wars dungeon, there are Bandosian spiritual mages and rangers, and there's a ranger and a mage in the God Wars dungeon.
It's true, yes.
Yeah. And troll
it's-
mages too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
trolls.
100... Yeah, there's a, like, summoner, mage, rangers, yeah, they're not completely and totally limited to only melee.
Yeah.
Bandits
But it's
is
their
totally
primary thing.
Yeah, it is primary, but, like, I was kind of worried when it was just like, well, yeah, you're kind of forced into using melee because I assumed that it was for the whole thing, but if it's at least just for one round, then that makes sense. But, yeah, it's just, if anyone's, like, adamant, like, it is melee because Bandos, and only Bandos, then there are other monsters that use mage and range.
Yeah, I know
Absolutely.
that.
Bandits is chosen
But my
commando.
point is more, it's the melee is their primary thing. So
Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that annoys me, and yeah, momentum, here we come. Apparently I missed something earlier. I was gonna mention sinkholes, and Gina was gonna talk about sinkholes.
Oh,
Somehow
yeah.
that completely got skipped, so we're gonna kind of do a 180 here right quick, and check
And then I'll
back in
jump on the
with
skill
Gina
challenge.
here.
Okay, so sinkholes. Apparently something happened. I think it was part of the May thing where there were some extra rewards for sinkholes, and everybody ran in on them. Marm is now selling a thing that gives you 1 free card to play in sinkholes.
That's really
Which
useful.
Apparently there's a glitch on it where it can also accidentally spawn a Horde Stalker ring instead of a card because it's a rare draw from things that would normally get you cards, and where's Walter's thing on that?
Where is Walter's thing on that? Did he have a thing on that?
Apparently it unequips all your stuff and leaves you with the wrong interface, so it totally breaks your sinkholes game.
Well, did we mention bugs? Did we
Yeah, we
mention
did.
they fixed the lack of bugs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
If
the
they
apparently it
break
unequips
more.
everything and you get the ready interface. which is
So anyway.
clearly wrong. But yeah.
Also with this update, they said there was a secret reward, which was naturally quickly figured out. Turns out to be a Nave title.
Nave.
Can we
However
not
you say that.
For anyone who does sinkholes actively, let's avoid commenting on this because please no. Don't. I'm begging you.
Okay,
Skip it.
since
Next
Thorlah
topic.
is unfortunately not here to share many stories of sorrow and rage, I will cut this short.
This is a story time with Storybot here.
Geena version.
Your version is, we will update you on our progress with this title later.
Alright. Is that what you wanted to say?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay,
You
then
guys nearly broke Runic here.
then that has been story time with Story Lime, except with Geena. Story time with Story Geena just doesn't have the same ring.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't. We'll have to come up with
I have no rhymes for this.
no, there's no rhyme or reason. Anyways, so moving forward back to the BTS, there are actually skill champas coming. This was voted on by us, right? Or quote unquote voted on?
No, this is completely new.
Oh.
Yeah. But, they're furry skilling bombs that can be used to train mining, fishing, woodcutting, divination. They can be caught with box traps and require hunter levels ranging from 27 to 89, which is kind of a big gap, actually. There's 4 kinds of skill champas, though the names might have been changed. They were originally called Mithril, Adamant, Runite, and Dragon. They correspond with those 4, with skilling tools and determine your chance of success. Skill champas will give you an increased chance of skilling success, plus 10% base XP in the skill being trained, and a higher chance of an enriched memory from wisps. And this means that they can be, you can buy bonus XP now because they can be bought and sold.
I have one question. Can I throw these at everyone else in the Living Rock Caverns so that they all go away so the Lagfest ends?
This is why you don't World 84.
Okay, just wait for the Elf City and it'll all be over.
But there's one thing I want to say about the buyable bonus XP is that thankfully it's still bought.
This is my rant! No.
What?
Dear.
I don't.
Thankfully it's still bought with actual in-game effort. There's in-game effort creating
Let's
this
not
bonus.
go there. Let's not go there.
This isn't microtransactions.
My biggest issue though is this.
No, let's not go there.
This is the exact kind of this is the exact kind of content that should have been untradeable.
Yeah,
Where
it should
you
be
have to
untradeable.
actively go out and gather these, and the bonus XP you gain from it is enough so that you gain.
It should be very good hunter XP, and then you use said. So it shouldn't be best hunter XP in the game because that's not how XP should work.
It should be relatively.
It should be very good hunter XP.
It's like Dragonic Jinkos. You gain what off that?
Draconic.
Nothing.
You get all untradeable stuff basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with these, I really honestly thought that should have been untradeable because high level hunter is generally about making untradables. I mean, I know Grenwell spikes are tradable, but they make an untradeable potion. So why are these skill champas being tradable, especially at the high levels?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because they offer both an increased chance of skilling success, a bonus 10% XP,
That's a
which for some high
significant bonus XP.
huge. That's double what you get from a skill outfit. And
Which can't be
and
traded.
Wisp-wise, that enriched memory bonus is pretty large as well. Because enriched memories already give quite a bit more. So I really, really think these need to be untradeable, or at least the higher tier ones. Like, up to maybe 5% could be viable. We don't really know quite how these are working, because if they're going from 27 to 89, I imagine they come in different tiers. Like, it's not like at level 27.
Well, yeah, they are. There's
Yeah.
Myth, Addy, Rune, and Dragon.
So, I mean, it feels so strange that this is stuff that's tradable when it has such a significant impact on the way you trade.
Yeah, this should 100% be untradeable. Like this,
Yeah.
if it's not, that's actually broken. And they,
Mm-hmm.
like it's, it's actually broken if it's not if it's tradable.
Since you equip these guys, it's really strange because you equip them, and basically you're replacing your mining tools with them and such because you're making use of toolbar or inventory. Just these are really just the strangest. I mean, how does throwing an exploding thing into a wisp help you out?
Magic.
Yeah, that's sort of just like the argument of like how are you training a skill if you are blowing up a resource?
To be fair, what Walter is saying in the chat though is that they are used up even if they fail. So one mining attempt equals one used, and since especially in mining, you rarely get your ore in their first go. So these could be obscenely expensive, but it's still like
highly inefficient.
Oh wait, can I just say one thing?
No.
Perhaps.
These chinchompas are exploding your resources, right?
Yeah, so why
to
are
be
you
fair, though,
getting
there is
stuff?
So what if we use them in the... What if we use these chinchompas that explode your resources in the crystal resource gathering in the Elf City?
Oh.
Rip.
Congratulations. I gotta break them!
Congratulations, you have successfully gotten glass in your eyes.
Let's not.
Anyways.
Ouch.
Yeah, ow. Anyways. So, so those should be untradeable. Or, I mean, it's pretty much, what Walter actually just said also in the chat, is like, why skill when you can just PVM and then buy them to get bonus XP? Like, I just can't even. That's, the fact that they would be tradable is just, it's absolutely retarded. There's no rhyme or reason. But anyways, I believe that is the end of the rage from all of us.
Yeah.
I think. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss any? Did anybody else have anything?
No.
Orange may have wanted to say something. Oh wait, there was one more thing. Never mind. I lied. So the elves are getting a graphical update this month as well. And so now we have to ask, when is Karamja getting a graphical update?
Oh my god. Oh.
So we need like a running tally on how many times we've asked this in the Seercast.
The Kerrigan god will be important in the 6th age.
It's gotta be like 40 by now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. I understand why the elves are getting a graphical rework. It's obvious. They're getting the city. They want the entire elf lands to be whatever.
Let me toss something else out. Valador?
Yeah.
Varrock?
Varrock doesn't need it.
But, just...
I don't even know what's up with Varrock. It's broken so bad.
But the elven environments will be...
Have you ever tried opening a random drawer in Varrock? Cause
a random
watch
drawer?
it revert to old graphics. It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Let's hope that the poison wastes get updated. Because Arthur Sandra is definitely a thing.
Ugh.
Oh, so we don't have a giant straight line between updated and fail. Yeah, pretty much.
That would be
Okay.
I think the poison waste still like water at some graphical details, like just plain.
I think it
In
does.
some areas, it's still bright blue. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, in high detail, it's just blue water.
There's actually a line that you cross. Like you find this line by screwing around near the divination colony, and since I was there for I don't know how long, I messed around with this plenty. There's actually a line that you cross where on the right side of said line it's green, or the water's blue, and then you cross the line and it's green. And it's like, this is really freaking weird.
Yeah.
Lol.
But,
unless bright blue is another indicator of poison, well.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do want to say, I think that pretty much covers everything. I want to mention, though, the elf requirements have been kind of compiled. The Plague's End, the elf finale quest requirements are level 75 in, keep notes, agility, construction, crafting, dungeoneering, herblore, mining, prayer, ranged, summoning, and woodcutting. It needs level 70 fletching, level 50 thieving, and for some inexplicable reason, level 30 cooking.
but
I'm going to
Clearly,
say,
we are going to cook something.
I'm going to say right now, these aren't actually very bad requirements.
The requirements are fine. There's a billion of them, but they're fine.
There's a lot of them, but if anyone who has the quest cape has the majority of these requirements. The only thing they got to train up a lot is Herblore and Dunge. The others, you only have to gain that most a level or 2.
Apparently that level 30 cooking requirement is just from Big Chompy bird hunting.
Yeah.
That's so that you...
Yeah, so it's like...
Yeah, okay.
It's inherited, basically.
Then why you put that in the thing? But, okay. And then the elf city requirements that we know so far are to actually do stuff. Are combat level 175 and level 85 Slayer for the Slayer Master. Level 85, 90, and 95 Slayer for the Bronze, Silver, and Gold D&D challenges. Level 90 farming for the Elder Tree Patch, level 94 farming for the Crystal Tree Patch, level 95 Hunter for Crystal Implings, level 77 Agility again for shortcuts, level 86 Thieving for Eorworth and Kadarn, level 92 Thieving for Treherne, and level 98 Thieving for Cruis.
Yeah, you missed an R there, Walter.
Wait, what?
You missed an R.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he missed several R's in this. You need a 99 or a quest cape to get to the Max Guild Garden. Obviously maxed for the interior and comp to be able to sit in the throne. 89 mining for Saren Stones and 89 smithing for Saren Corruption. So, yeah. I hope you wrote down all of those. Because there's a lot of them.
Walter did.
And I don't have all of them. I think a majority of us here don't have all of them, except for Kitten, who's almost maxed. Or who is maxed, who is comped, and Walter is almost maxed.
Kitten is the only one who can do everything among us.
No, Walter can too. Walter's 500k XP off of
that
max?
Means Walter isn't comped. Let me finish. Walter is not yet comped, which means he cannot sit on the throne.
Oh, that's
which
true.
Which means he cannot do everything.
He cannot sit on the throne of lies.
Kitten is the only one who can do everything.
Kitten is the only one who can sit on the throne of lies.
Yay.
Anyways. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything here. Is there anything else that I missed? Because Gina mentioned the sinkholes, and I was like, wait, oops.
No, we got everything.
Can I just be randomly oh my god, it's been forever since I've seen an actual quest requirement?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Even though I have like no, I don't have anything to train for it. Like it is, well, hey, look, quest requirements, and a lot of them.
Hopefully we'll need items. Like,
yeah, hopefully.
actually need items.
Also, wait, there is one thing I want to say. Quickly, and it's in the BTS video, there is a concept art of this guy with antler horns and he's all dressed in blue and stuff. That is not the Dark Lord.
Correct.
It's been going around everywhere that he's the Dark Lord. That is not the Dark Lord. Anyone that says it is wrong, and that's final.
You are.
That would be a pretty sad Dark Lord if you asked me.
I mean, he isn't even dark, he's blue. Correct. He's blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
No.
Die.
Oh,
copyrighted music.
No. Anyways,
God,
moving
we're gonna
on.
Get sued.
Moving on. But yeah.
What? Walter, no.
Is he Sarah Doman? Walter, please.
He would be the Dark Lord then.
Anyways, so yeah, that concludes this version of, or this episode of the Seercast, the You Know What Really Grinds My Gears cast.
Yep.
I hope y'all didn't hate the ranting too much, but like, really I feel like it's deserved. Like,
we all have a bone everyone has a bone to pick with at least one of these updates.
We
no matter
rarely have bones to pick here. Like, serious bones to pick across the entire spectrum of what we are covering. And somehow we found a way today. And
I think it might be because my crankiness, because of the Living Rock Cavern, has disseminated into all of you guys.
Lime, please.
Magic of the internet.
No.
I don't think that's how that works. But
That's my theory.
But yeah,
I blame Walter for this.
So we apologize if it is ranty. That was kind of the intent. And we hope that our ranting will bring about changes or fixes or at least thought, like, as to why some of this stuff is what it is. But yeah,
more lore as a result of this would be completely welcome.
That would be fine too.
As well as Ports 3, sail even harder.
Ports 3, yeah, sail even harder.
No, Ports 3, we're
I'm
sailing
still
as hard.
for Port-centric Boogaloo, but...
Oh my god.
No, Ports 3, we're sailing so hard that we crashed into the rocks.
Please.
That's Ports 4.
That's Ports 4 failing.
Ports 4.
No,
If they actually release a Ports 3, like, I can't even.
They may at some
They
point.
might. But yeah.
in before ports
Because
requires
they could just keep
studying
doing
every
port-
skill. What?
They could just keep doing ports expansions forever.
It's like, at this point it's gonna turn into like the Die Hard movies, where you have some ports, some very bad ports pun every single time.
Oh no.
Anyways, but yeah, and there's too many sequels and yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will be back either next week or the week after. It'll be one or the other. Like,
It depends on how big the Mighty Fall
yeah,
is.
it depends on the Mighty
Yeah.
Fall. It depends on the quest. And I guess partially it also depends on how good the elf document is. I think if they're both good, we'll do one next weekend. If one or the other isn't, I think I may just wait 2 weeks, and we can just talk about the Mighty Fall then.
Works.
Ports 5, I'd ship that. Okay, Lime.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, so we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.